So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just jump on here. And I wasn't really planning on this, but I just, I keep getting so many people lashing out at me because I go on the Stuttering John podcast. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're in the business of trying to get the word out, then you should be willing to speak on any medium, and I do. I mean, I will travel and go, and I've been on people's shows before. I do podcasts all the time. People call me all the time, and I set up time to do interviews with them. Happens all the time. Now, I will tell you that, Stuttering John has invited me on his show multiple times. And the truth is I think we actually have a pretty good back and forth banter. And that's important because that's what you want to have when you conduct these type of interviews. And, at the end of the day, look, I've never been to John's home. I've never met his family. And it amazes me how many people want to throw stones at me. Look, I'm going to tell you, I will not ever throw John under the bus. I don't think that that's something that's wise to do for anybody in this type of setting. In terms of a person who has a podcast that invites me on and we have great communication. As a person, I think John's a pretty great guy. And I've met John in person when I was in California. And we had a really good time. He's a solid guy. He's a really funny comedian. And I just don't understand why so many people attack him. He actually brings on some of the most amazing guests. Ron Filipkowski, Hal Sparks, Glenn Kirshner. There are a lot of people that I have absolutely started following because I've had the privilege of being on the Stuttering John podcast with those guests. And, I just don't understand, why is there so much hate? To do the things, to come on these shows and go after people, and everybody knows what these people say when they come on here and they start posting crap. Some of them have they create these fake profiles and they come on here and they talk about your family, and that right there just tells you how low these people really are. And I'm going to tell you, John gets it nonstop. John's completely fine. You don't have to worry about John. John's doing fine. I'm glad that he's a close enough friend of mine to where when I say, hey, you okay, brother? He's good to go. He's going to get through these holidays. And he'll be back. But he's taking a break through the holidays. And you know what? He deserves that. Me, to me, 3 days a week, I used to do this 7 days a week for like 2 years straight. I do 3 days a week right now because, to be honest with you, living in these campers, there's a lot of things that we have going on constantly. Once we get back in the new house, things may change. I may pick these up and do these more often because I enjoy them. Because, like I said, it's not easy to put together an hour-long, podcast. Especially when I'm the only one that's doing the talking. Now, we are about to step things up, folks, and I'm excited because we've got a new guy and we're going to start doing things where I'll be brought into the setting and then I'll take it from there, but I'll be able to post videos when I talk about some things. I'll be able to post a video and we can watch the video. That's the direction that we're going. And I think it's going to be pretty good. So I think it's going to be, I think you guys will enjoy it. But going back, it's 4:54 on here right now. But going back, I just don't understand why so many people hate John Melendez, Stuttering John, so much. I mean, the guy is really, he has a great, a 2 hour show he does, like 4 or 5 times a week. And he absolutely brings on amazing guests. Let me pull up clock here so I can keep track of my time. Okay. So, enough said. Okay, I'm seeing somebody asking about my name, how it's pronounced. My name is actually pronounced Richard Ojeda. Ojeda. The J has the H sound. I am Hispanic. The reason why we say Ojeda is because when my grandfather came to America, he went to the coal industry. And I'm not speaking negatively about coal miners, but they didn't really have the J and H thing down. So they said Ojeda. And my grandfather just assumed, let's go ahead and Americanize it and let them call us Ojeda. And that's it. And that's how it started. And that's why if you're in West Virginia, a lot of people say Ojeda. And that's it. So, what's going on with the Stuttering John podcast? Stuttering John problems are getting worse after scandalous materials were found on his phone. And folks, the scandalous materials, from what I'm seeing, is naughty, naughty stuff with people that aren't old enough. Folks, let me tell you something. Now, of course, he's claiming all kinds of planted shit. I tell you, that guy's a dirtbag. These are all things that are going on right now. And that's a fact.